Hi guys, my name's Adelaide and welcome to Adelaide Stitches. This is my YouTube channel where I talk about cross-stitch. Today is day 3 of my Nature November and the date is Wednesday the 12th of October. Now let me get to my main project. So for these 10 days of Nature November, I am working on Nature's Journey. It is by Sprouting Lupine and is found in the Just CrossStitch magazines. So I'll pop a picture of the whole piece up, though it comes out in 4 parts, so in 4 magazines. Isn't it stunning? And I'm trying to get spring done this month, so the first part. So, and this is where I got to. Look at that. I think this might be some of the prettiest stitching I've ever done. I just love it. Look at the eggs and the nest. And sorry about the camera there. Jet! You. Yes, sorry. My cat decided to jump up and bat the tripod. Was nice of him. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm just so pleased with how it's looking. I just love those pretty blue eggs. Aren't they stunning? I mean, the whole nest itself is just so sweet. And I did start the next leaf behind it. So last night I put in 356 stitches and that brought me to 2,134 out of 5,305. So I did find some more stitches. I had spoke yesterday about how I'm using markup. I accidentally erased some of the pattern. I have found some more stitches and added them. So my total has gone up. I think I have about 80 to find before I get up to the total amount it was before. But I am improving. Thank you for all your helpful comments about markup. I'm feeling a lot better, a lot more confident about it. And you know what? I'm learning things. So thanks for your help, everyone. So yes, this is currently at 40.23% for this section, so nearly at halfway. So my aim is just to keep working up because I think it goes up quite high, so I've got quite a bit to do, but it is such fun to stitch. I'm just loving it. Now this is 28 count Sage. It's a Cashel linen by Colour Cascade Fabrics. I'm stitching it with the called for DMC and doing 2/2. So yeah, really enjoying it. Excited to get back to it tonight. Yeah, it's so fun stitching all the little motifs. So that was my first bit of stitching. And then I had a go at Every Season by Tiny Modernist. I'll pop a picture of it up. Now this is my leap day sal, or leap year sal. I'm trying to get this to 50% by the 29th. Well, the 28th of February really, next year, and I did make some progress. So you can see this whole block is now filled in. How good does it look? Oh, I just love this piece. So I put in 281 stitches and that brought me to over 5,000. So I'm now at 5,066 stitches out of 16,598 and I'm at 30.52%. So getting closer. That was a bit of fun. This beautiful fabric is 32 count Garden Meadow. It's an Opal Lugana by Paddock Lane Designs. And I'm stitching this in DMC 2/2, and I think DMC 2/2 might be my absolute favorite. I really enjoy it and I love the nice bright coverage it gives. Isn't it pretty? Now my monthly goal for this one, because I have November Acrostic and I'm trying to get up to 6,000 stitches. So I have just under 1,000 stitches to do the rest of the month. But yeah, it'll be nice to pick this up again and then finally start a proper block. So I think I will come over here and do summer, which, what fun. We're in spring in Australia, so we are going into summer, which is really nice. So that was my stitching last night, and oh, thank you for your lovely comments about the kookaburra at the end of my video yesterday. I just saw him out my window and filmed him, and I don't know if you could hear, I had my cat just in front of me going meow, meow, meow. She, Amber, actually alerted me to it being there, which was so funny. And the kookaburra was sitting in our jacaranda tree, which is starting to get its flowers. I'm very excited about that. It's one of my favourite things to see. Right, so what am I stitching tonight? I will be stitching again on Nature's Journey because that's my daily project, and I will be having a new start. So I have a November acrostic. It is available in my Facebook group, Adelaide Stitches, free, and I'll pop a picture of mine up. I'm following this through these daily videos instead of spinning a wheel, and my next one is 4 Seasons, and this is from the CrossStitch for the Earth book by Emma Congdon. I'm excited about this one. I'm starting it with Caroline from Caroline's Stitch Corner, so it's going to be nice. It's always fun to stitch with a buddy, isn't it? And I will link her Flosstube below so you can check hers out too. This is the stunning piece. Now you can see why we've called it the 4 Seasons. I mean, you've got your spring, summer, autumn, winter. I will be starting with the spring because that's what I'm in, appropriate. Actually in the book, I don't think they're given names. Let's have a look. I think this might be, here we go. So it's page 96, it's design 19, if you're looking for it in the book. But isn't it amazing? So I looked at fabric and I just thought pretty much do what the pattern says and go for white. So that's what I've done. This is my favorite 28 count Lugana. I have half a meter here. So I will have to cut it down and do the dimensions tonight, but that's okay. Or maybe I'll just start and cut it down later. I'm not sure. I will figure it out. The pattern itself is 200 by 130. So it's not massive. I think actually it's quite close to my Caterpillar cross stitch advent, which I've got just there. See if I can move. There we go. Sorry, that's Jet now racing up and down. I've really brought out the life in him by filming. But yeah, oh, I'm really excited to start that. I will just be doing it in the Cold 4 DMC 2/2. So won't that be fun to show you? Now, then I also have some lovely goodies that came in the mail to show you. In my last Flosstube, talked about this wonderful piece of Stitchy kindness I got from Zoe, and it was this beautiful pattern, Midnight Drift, by Cottage Garden Samplings. And she not only sent me this pattern, she sent me a voucher. Just generosity is amazing. Thank you so much, Zoe, for Colour Cascade fabrics, so I could get fabric and we can stitch it together next year. Isn't that a lovely idea? I love this pattern. It's so cool. When she sent it to me, she said it was a cross between a Barbara Anna and a Tiny Modernist, and I totally agree. Oh, I'm sorry about the glare. I took it out of its packet, but it must have like a gloss coating on it. But yeah, it is really cool. And I have to say, this is my first Cottage Garden Samplings pattern. I am so impressed with it for a paper pattern. I can't show you the chart, but instead of just, you know, usually paper patterns have like a bit of card and then they have just normal paper with a black and white printed pattern over a few pages that you need to kind of put together or stitch a page and stitch another page. This isn't like that. This folds out like that. How nifty is that? And then the chart is not only all together, all on one page, it's in colour. So that has just blown my mind. I'd definitely be looking at Cottage Garden Samplings again. I mean, that is just so fantastic. They've put such care and such thought into their paper patterns. So excited by this one. Now, with my Colour Cascade voucher, I did do an order and my fabrics arrived and I'm very excited to show you. So I got a few because, as you know, when you're looking online, you're not quite sure of the colours, and I think I've got some really good choices. So this is the fabric they used, and it is called 40 count Nocturne Linen by Picture This Plus. Now the design is 129 by 131, so a good medium size. I could fit it on a fat 8, so some of the fabrics I ordered are a fat 8. So the first one I ordered, and I think it's got a really apt name, is called Sorcerer. And look at this. Wow, can you tell it's an opal? I actually think that this fabric has more shine than in the coverage than fabric kind of dyed, if that makes sense. Like the ratio of the opal is higher than the fabric, you can see. It is so beautiful. This is a 16 count Aida, and I just loved this dark blue. Now I couldn't tell in the photo it was as shiny as it is, but I think it would still stand out if I did it, and gosh, it would look wow on this photo. So this is a 17 by 26 inch piece, so it is bigger. It probably would only take half of it, but Yeah, that was the one I ordered with kind of it in mind, but it came out so beautiful and so shiny. I'm not 100% on it. I'll show you my other options and you can let me know what you think. I mean, it's for next year, so I've got time, and it is such a beautiful fabric. Yeah, my husband's in love with it actually. He's like, oh, that's the most amazing fabric I've ever seen. So thank you, Zoe. Now, the other options I got were, and this actually might be my top contender. This beautiful one is a 14 count Aida, and it's called Garden Gate. And look at that modeling, isn't it stunning? And even though it's kind of like a dark bluey gray, I don't think the bluiness is coming across. It is kind of slightly bluey in real life. I did think that could be a good contender. Even with the modeling, I feel like the witch and the moon and the letters would all stand out. Oh, isn't it stunning? So very excited about that. And this is a smaller piece, as you can see. It's a 13 by 17 inch of the 14 count Aida. Wow, look at the modeling of the other side. Incredible. Actually, you can kind of see the witch and the moon in the middle, can't you, with that light bit, and the modeling all around. Love it. And then I did pick two others, which I thought on the screen were, and it could be my screen because it's really hard to tell when you're looking through your computer, were darker. They've come out lighter than I thought they were, but they are so stunning. So this one is called Dark Fantasy. Wow, look at that. So actually it is very ocean, the color, very ocean. Isn't it beautiful? This is, so Dark Fantasy, a 28 count Cashel Opal linen. And it's really interesting because the opal in this is beautiful, but it's much more subtle than, say, that 16 count Aida. Wow, look at that. But it is very beautiful. Now I've got it. I do think it's a little bit light and a little bit too oceany for that pattern. Okay, Midnight Drift. You could get away with it, but yeah, I think for the Halloween vibe, I will go with the other ones. But how stunning is this? I mean, mermaid. Yeah, that could, another mermaid. Yeah, that would be stunning. So anyway, mind you, my mermaid Cordelia might have something to say about that. And then last but definitely not least, I got this one. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? It is called Anything Goes. This is actually an 18 count opal Aida. So yeah, I really went with the opals, but I love the shine. I think it's so beautiful. The light blue in this is actually lighter than I thought it would be. So I probably won't use it for Midnight Drift, but isn't it stunning? I mean, it could just be so many things. It is so beautiful, this fabric. And another 13 by 17 inch piece. So Colour Cascade Fabrics, which are all these, is an Australian, Western Australian dyer. I will link her website below if you're interested, because look at those colours. Just so beautiful. Yeah, I could just kind of carry this around all day, even in my handbag. When I have a moment to sit there, get them out and stroke them, I think. Maybe I need like a glass coffee table and I put my fabrics in so I can just look at them because how beautiful are they? So thank you so much, Zoe. So kind, so generous. I'm very excited to stitch this with you next year, and definitely got some really lovely options to choose from. So yeah, an amazing bit of stitchy kindness. Thank you. So that is what I had to show you today. Thank you for your comments about the Heaven and Earth sale. I wanted to kind of make a correction on my part. I'm sorry, I thought it was if you stitched all of it, you got all the other 12 charts. No, it's if you stitch 6 pages. So I think that would be, if they're about 7,000 stitches a page, about at least 42,000 stitches, wouldn't it? And then you get all the other 12 patterns. And then there were 3 extra reward charts if you do finish the whole thing and do the 80-something thousand stitches. So yes, I'm still thinking about that. It was really interesting finding out what you're doing, why you're doing it, which one you've picked, and what you're going to stitch it on. Yeah, that was really interesting. And I really liked that some people said they're just doing it for the community aspect. You know what? They might never finish it, but it's really fun being part of the Stitch Along Facebook group and joining in. And obviously there's the Amy Stewart reward chart. And yeah, that's it's just so lovely, this community, isn't it? How we can all join in and share something that we love. So yeah. All right, well, I think that is it from me today. I may have another little birdie, a Rosella, to show you just when the kids and I were walking home from school. I saw hopping along. That was super cute. I hope everyone is enjoying Nature November. I hope your stitching is going really well. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Can you take my drink water out of my bag?
In a sec. You see him?